everybody. Hi, Mocap. How are you? Let's see if this wants to do what it's supposed to do. Oh. Anyway. Hey, YouTube. Hello, Lark. How it goes it? It's been a minute. How are you? Let's see. I'm doing good, Mocap. How's everybody's week been? It is a Friday. We're chillin'. We're drawing. Finally able to tune into your stream. Yeah. I keep missing it because I'm stupid. No, don't be. No. I get you. You know, I happen to be here on a Friday, so that's probably, I don't know if that's the best time to stream or not, but yeah, exactly. Time zones are funny, and I know for a fact that you're in a very far time zone from me, so it's understandable. It's totally understood. Hello, Jer Bear. How goes it? Check. Okay, so I think that it should be coming from my microphone. But yes, it is Friday. It's been a long week for me. Technically, I can tune in anytime. I just don't know exactly when. Voice is a bit too soft. That's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to figure out. I should have hooked up my microphone back. So last week, we had a slight sound issue. And oh, there we go. Now can you hear me? It should be coming from here now. Anyway, yeah, so upon further review, I was looking back. I rolled the tape back, and I think the issue how about that? How about now? And yeah, you guys are like literally my live, what is it called? my live tech, I guess you can say. I usually blare my mic loud until someone points it out. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. How about now? But yeah, my audio was having the weirdest snow sound, that scratchiness, and cool. And so I keep seeing in the chat, everybody was like, snow. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is really weird because, you know, I haven't really put this microphone through the ringer, in my opinion. But overall, I think the culprit was my Apple Pencil, which is really interesting because every time my Apple Pencil like touched, maybe you weren't too close to it, it started to have that scratchy static sound. Either I've never had my pencil so close to where it did cause that sound, or maybe, I really don't know. That's never happened to me before. So I thought that was interesting. So today, what I will probably do, I will probably be, while I'm drawing, making sure that my microphone is close enough to hear me, but far enough to not, you know, bump into it. It says, is your Apple Pencil DDoSing your microphone? It might. I don't know. I mean, the Apple Pencil does have built-in Bluetooth. You know, they're all fancy. They don't have to pair it manually. It's just an automatic pairing. So maybe. But yes, it is. Hello, Blue Bunny. Why so, Blue Bunny? Hello, how goes it? It is Friday. It's been a long week. Like I mentioned before, I am going to treat myself kindly this weekend because I do need to do and put some work into my webcomic. Also, I got this like spray-in cold foam. So it's like you have your iced coffee and then it's like foam, but like cold foam. It's pretty cool. It's not a miss. It's just something about that specific like Starbucks cold foam. I don't know what it is, but apparently Starbucks makes their cold foam in like a little frother machine now versus however they did the first time, which I don't really know. Or no, it comes from a can. That's a joke. I'm not sure if the Bluetooth signal can mess with your audio. Yeah, me neither. But yes, I did a very long, kind of lengthy or beefy, should I say, video this week. If you didn't catch it, I did put out my WEBTOON webcomic process video. And let me just tell you guys are getting an inside scoop. Let's see, if it's based off of recent incidents where there's a hacking that caused millions of dollars of damage using smart toothbrushes. Okay, so I don't know whether it was Mudahar or Moist Critical. One of those YouTubers did a video about that, and I had bookmarked it because that sounded interesting. So I recognized the headline that you're talking about. I put incident in quotes because it's unconfirmed. It's all alleged. It was Muda, okay. But yeah, so I put out a video. It was on Thursday. If you don't know, at Artsume Shay on YouTube, you can check out the channel. I think it's up in that corner if you want to bookmark that for later. But oh my gosh, it's a video that is different than my usual videos, and I think I recorded it. I was either Saturday or Sunday. I recorded the video, and then I started editing the video the next day, only to find that this complicated recording method, half of it was working, half of it wasn't working. And then for some reason with my camera died and I put a new battery in the camera, then the sound wasn't working, so half the video audio didn't record. So that was fun. And then I think, when was it? It was Monday night. I had to re-record the entire video. I used actually Streamlabs OBS to be my video setup, if that makes sense. It was a lot. It was a process that I couldn't film in the same usual way as I have before, if that makes sense. So, but the work paid off, I hope, and yeah. There's something when it comes to recording or streaming. Dog spotted! You wanna say hi? It's my big baby. Well, tiny baby. It's my tiny baby. Say hi. She's just concerned with trying to lick me. Okay. You want to sit on the bed, or you want to sit in your bed? Here, I'll sit you on the bed. And she has stair steps that go up and down to my bed. She's very fluffy right now. She either needs a haircut or a bath, but I think the bath is gonna come first. So yeah. Also, I'm taking a gamble when it comes down to the music. See, this is why you guys gotta watch the stream. Tell the people on YouTube, you gotta watch the stream. Because the annoying thing sometimes is that the music I use on stream has this thing called copyright. It can be kind of annoying. So I've had a few times where the music on the stream is just, YouTube is like, absolutely not, and I just wasn't able to put a video on YouTube because of that. So kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So last stream we did some illustration, and this stream we're gonna do the same. I actually started a little bit ahead of time. What music usually gets you copyrighted? So it's kind of hard to say anything, I will say a rule of thumb, anything that has lyrics. Anything that has lyrics. But if it has lyrics, it's usually entertaining. I haven't gotten a copyright strike on my channel at all, because usually YouTube, it does a good job in the uploading process of being like, hey, this isn't cool. But basically, anything that has words or singing. There is some lo-fi background music that has copyrights on it, but it's fine and it gets by. Now, the funny thing is, the music I'm playing right now is, what is it called? Animal Crossing. And I did a little bit of research because I want the music to be entertaining, you know? So I looked it up, and apparently Nintendo doesn't really have the same copyright restrictions that various other music has. So we're gonna try it out, and we're gonna see. And it's usually a third-party claim. You only get copyright strike if someone actively reports your channel for it. Nintendo's copyright is based on Japanese law. So what you're saying is my video's just gonna get struck down in Japan. Yeah, so that's the thing. I'm like, I like Animal Crossing music, as most people do, and I see a lot of channels use Nintendo music as their background music, and I'm like, why do they get to do that? Now, granted, unless you're trying to get monetized, my channel isn't in the phase yet where it's monetizable, but unless that's the thing, then any copyright of any kind you would be wary of. But yeah, last stream we worked on some artwork. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how that turned out. On the stream, we only did line art and some pre-sketching, and so over the week I got bored and I was like, I feel like finishing it, so this is how it turned out. Just wanted to show you my progress. And then today I had some cute little character sketches that I have kind of worked on already in terms of the sketching. Now this is just basic whipped cream. It's like not even, I mean, I don't think you guys can see it, but yeah, I don't know. I just needed a kick of caffeine. See, their channels are up because Nintendo ninjas haven't gotten them yet. That's fair. Alright, so today we're using Clip Studio Paint. And yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. So like I said, I've already kind of started some preliminary work. I've been trying this thing out. Now in my video, love her new fit, the piece turned out great. Thank you so much, Blue Bunny. What was I gonna say? Oh, so something that I made mention in my video that came out this week is that the 3D poses do come in handy for a variety of reasons. Something that I saw and discovered while I was editing the video, which I couldn't really throw in at the time because I didn't have the footage, was just also a method of making your 3D models not so stiff, which I saw a really cool video about that. It was really helpful. So ultimately, I just felt like I want to make sure that the 3D models aren't looking like mannequins, that they've got some life to them. So yeah, posing these models definitely took me like maybe about 30 minutes to an hour. And I just wanted to make sure that they were more fluid, more, you know, like they're not robotic. But yeah, that was a really cool video. If you're using Clip Studio Paint and if you utilize the 3D 3D shape models, let me see if I can find the video. Let's see. It is by a channel called The Gentleman Panda. So shout out to The Gentleman Panda for making a video talking about 3D references and posing the models. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, Locke. Like, I think that my VODs, when it comes down to my channel, kind of are, I guess you could say, supplementary. They're kind of a backup when it comes to like people actually being here present for the streams. In terms of my videos, like my actual videos, I actually use copyright free music from this website called Storyblocks. So if anybody has heard of that website, you've got tons of like devoted free domain, free use websites. And that's what I use for my actual videos. So if the VOD, turns out to be a wash, it's kind of okay. But yeah, the whole copyright thing is just so interesting. And I don't know if you guys heard too, but recently Universal Music Group has I believe they've completely scrubbed their catalog of the Universal, what is it called again? Universal Music Group music catalog. Well, okay. I said that already. And that is interesting because that's not really gonna stop anybody. Yes, they'll probably, your TikTok probably could go viral, but at the same time, you can't use it to like advertise a sponsorship or something, which is an interesting thing. So stuff like that, it's gonna be purely for viewing it on probably like TikTok itself. So I don't know, I think that's also interesting that now people can't use all the top hits. Because also too, if you think about how people are like discovering new music, it's off of TikTok. That's literally how they're deciding to, like, I would say that a lot of new songs that I add to my library or my playlist are songs that I just hear like over and over, blared in my ear through TikTok. On Twitch you can get away with it. YouTube has algorithms dedicated to detecting. Oh, trust me, I know. That's how that, like, there was this one video. Oh my gosh, this video, like, if that video was trying to cross from America to Canada, it would have gotten stopped immediately. Like, that is literally what happened to that video. It was like, yo, your video is blocked. And granted, I've been on TikTok off and on now for like, gosh, how many years has it been? I don't even know now. It's been a while. I've been on here off and on for a while. And so I just feel like I've never done what I'm doing now, which is like posting my streams on demand on YouTube. So I've never encountered that before. And usually Twitch will just mute clips completely that have music, not suitable for stream. So yeah, it's like, Twitch is a platform that, you're probably going to be needing to get away with it, especially if it's like a video game that you're streaming that's going to play, a certain scene that includes a certain song. What are you chilling on? Okay, she found one of her toys. Go about your business. Get your mouth bone. No, come here. Alright. She loves to run away. She always plays keep away. You know how copyright is in China. Yeah. China, they get away with a lot of stuff. I just like the entertainment. See. You're just TikTok looking out the window when it comes to people using TikTok. Yeah, TikTok is interesting. It's like, so for me, I decided to get on TikTok in like peak, you know, what was it called? Peak pandemic, right? And a little history lesson for those who don't know, but probably already know. You know, TikTok was once Musical.ly, which is a very music and dancing oriented app. Anyway, I just found it interesting because I was like, I don't want to get on TikTok because I don't need to be doing dances and stuff. That's like weird. And I think that most people who don't use TikTok only think that it's for that purpose. And then like I've unfortunately converted some people to using TikTok because what we watch on TikTok are just like goofy unhinged memes. Like yeah, like I don't use it for necessarily what the mainstream public uses it for. So I find that kind of funny because I was like, yeah, TikTok bad, but also TikTok funny. See. I've decided the devil I'd be associated with remains to be YouTube. It's just interesting because like I watch a lot of like social media analysis channels that like kind of dissect what's going on right now with like all of these different platforms. And I find it interesting that people who can do, now this isn't like obviously for everybody, but it's like people who can do YouTube cannot do TikTok as well. I'm using myself as an example personally. And then people who are on TikTok, when you have to extend past the you know what, the longest TikToks right about now are like maybe 3 minutes. They keep increasing it, I notice. But it's very hard for them to cross over that path because it definitely takes a lot to fill more than 10 minutes of content for sure. And I think also I would prefer to not grow my audience through TikTok. And I heard this and it makes a lot of sense, is that people have a harder time devoting committed audiences on TikTok than they are on YouTube. But think about it. What are you learning about a person in like a minimum of 30 seconds? You're really not learning a whole lot. You're seeing a funny viral video. And granted, I love TikToks that have like 1 million likes. They're so funny. But it's like your video goes viral, and then unless you're like consistently going viral with that video, then what ends up happening is that person never clicks on your page. I honestly can't even tell you what TikTok accounts I'm following. Like, if that person's videos come across my page on a consistent basis, then maybe I'll end up following them. But for the most part, your video comes across my feed and leaves, and I don't even know who you are. And I think that's kind of the interesting reality, is that a lot of people are kind of becoming TikTok famous, but not famous to the amount where people like are trying to keep up with them. And I overheard that on a video, and I thought it made a lot of sense. There was this one video, or not video, there was this one example where a girl had like millions of something likes on TikTok, and then she had a meet and greet. Now, granted, spoiler alert for this being like kind of tragic, but she had like millions of viewers on TikTok and stuff. I want to say it was like at a VidCon event. And the VidCon event, they said, they reached out to her and was like, hey, do you want to have a meet and greet? And she obviously was like, yeah, that would be great. That would really boost my viewership or whatever. Has a meet and greet, nobody visits her. And now, granted, I know I'm probably over exaggerating, but like nobody really takes the time to like visit her meet and greet booth. But that's because you can have like millions of likes and views of a TikTok, but you're not really doing something so much where people are like trying to go out of their way to kind of develop that, you know, parasocial relationship, which that is obviously a word that has a spectrum of meanings, but yeah, so I don't know, I just find that very fascinating, and that's something that I definitely pay close attention to, because it's almost like how do I plan on building an audience, and which type of audience is more important? Hi! Let's see. TikTok's designed so that you can scroll past content creators easily. Design ergonomics say that it's too much effort for a viewer to click on your page to actually look at you. It's basic marketing. I heard of this. I thought it was mad funny. No. People trying to hike up their numbers instead of organic engagement is how you get really scuffed trends like NPC content. Oh, Lord. Yeah, you're telling me. You trying to hold my hand? We can go get your toy. Oh, here it is. Come here. Give me it. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Like, NPC content, TikTok lives where people are yelling at you over the screen to, you know, add donos and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. And even still, I'm an anxious artist, so obviously I'm not gonna, like, demand that anybody give me anything. That's the reason they call us starving artists. They don't call us starving artists because we can't make money. It's because we don't want to ask for money. A lot of effort is actually engaged with people. Why even try when you can up your numbers by just doing the same movement, voice lines over and over again? Yeah, and I don't know if I sound like a boomer by saying it, but like, it is dystopian. Like, it's very true that there is so much in our world that makes it more and more like a Black Mirror episode. Can I help you? Can I help you? Where's your toy? See, you never give me your toy. If you hand me your toy, I can take it, I can throw it, and then when you go get it, you come back. We're absolutely boomer. While I'm worried for the younger generation, I can't say I'm not fascinated by it. It's true. Oh my gosh, like, there's this one video, and I won't go too far into it because it's a can of worms that I don't personally want to talk about online, but it definitely talked about like kids and like, you know, iPads and how they're getting access to technology a lot quicker than we ever did. And it's funny because while I feel like the last 3 generations, you know, they didn't grow up with technology, and like where I started out, I did. I feel like there's nothing that could be an innovation in technology that would just completely blow my mind. Like maybe that like Elon Musk telelink, but still, like, I grew up on science fiction, so I would say I'm not like deathly surprised or in horror at anything that ends up coming out, but I definitely feel like the attention span issues are creeping in, even for myself too. It is very fascinating. While I'm worried for the younger, okay, this is probably the same way that our parents and grandparents felt about us. Remember blowing my dad's mind when I told him about a tiny SD card can hold terabytes worth of data. Technology has gone so far that we can store a record of our entire lives in a single chip. Yes, you are correct. You smell my snacks? I know you are. I know you are. been a while. Hello, Killer Tactic. What is up? How goes it? Welcome to the Friday stream. You just missed our very interesting talk about internet culture. How are you doing this evening? Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but this Animal Crossing song has the, what is it? The sound that the balloon GIFs make. And man, that is such a triggering sound. Good, debating on if I should go skating. Ooh. And what kind of skating are we pertaining? Are we considering? Skateboard skating or the roller type? Honestly, I haven't gone roller skating in a long time. It's been a minute. Roller skating, gotcha. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I haven't been roller skating in a minute. It's kind of funny. It's not something that like I forgot how to do, but I can't pretend I'm not like a little clumsy when I haven't done it in a minute. It's like usually my memory kind of comes back to me, but I still look a little goofy. I've liked skating because roller skating is a method of like physical activity, like working out, that's like very fun. That's my biggest thing. You have to scam me into working out. Not too much, because don't get me wrong, like I do think it's important to work out. Sometimes I just like dissociate. I just completely like my mind goes elsewhere. I go through the motions and then by the end of it I'm like, oh, I worked out. I used to scale a lot, but I haven't been in so long. Yeah, same. Has been a while. Is food. She's like, oh my gosh, mommy has a snack? Oh my gosh. Stream Elements, you're kind of late. I've been streaming this whole time, right? Are you guys still here? What happened? Why am I getting one thing and No, it's weird because it says Artsume is live. And it says on my viewer I have zero viewers, but my stream manager. Oh, did I? Hey, are you guys back? That was weird. You're here? Okay. Did you guys like get kicked off the stream or something? That's weird. Okay, you're back. I'm here. Alright. Okay, that's not something that's happened to me before, but I'm glad everybody's here. Froze for you. Must have been your internet. I wouldn't be surprised. Although my last, like all my streams since I came back from my break have been fine, so. But good to know. Okay, well, hi everybody. You didn't miss much. I actually really didn't miss anything. It was me trying to figure out why all of my stuff restarted. Well, thanks for hanging out so far, everybody. Oh, forgot something. not gonna lie, I still struggle with like side profile. Because it's like part of me wants to do side profile accurately, then the other part of my brain wants to do a side profile like anime style. But this is mostly like sketchy and not as I mean it's almost like if I were drawing a panel, but I just wanted to be expressive and match the characters. There we go. Mama! Oh, you don't have any toys to play with? Oy. You don't have anything to do? Or are you just trying to get food from me, huh? You're just trying to get food from me. I know it when I see it. Snoop. I bloop your Snoop. Oh, she's stinky. You hear that? I told the whole world you're stinky. She's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. I don't know how that's my responsibility. I mean, you know, I would say one of the benefits of a cat is that they can groom themselves. Why can't dogs do that? I mean, dogs do that, but they don't do it the same way that cats do. Clothing is pretty straightforward. I think I just need to work on the expressions right now. How's his face faced? Ugh. Ah. You need to be looking this way. This way. Look in the direction I'm telling you to look. Like trying to figure out what I'm even trying to do. What you perked up for, huh? size? I shouldn't have. Okay, honest answers. Who went super hard on Animal Crossing? Was it New Horizons? Only to completely be abandoned that game by now. I can't even say, like, you can't even replicate what that world was like at that very specific moment in time with the panorama with the Concord 19. I only say that because I don't know if I can get in trouble for saying that on YouTube. I don't know. But that was a time that cannot be replicated. So I think hearing all of these is so funny because I can't tell you how many times I've thought, oh, what if I like go back and play Animal Crossing? But it's hard to. I can't even describe it. It's like, you know that here's what it is. You know it's not gonna be the same. You know it's not gonna be the same. And I can't even tell you how much I labored over certain, island designs, only for those island designs to not pan out. And just, it's like, what am I doing this for? Because the issue is that Nintendo, they went too hard, too fast, and ran out. Well, they maybe ran out of ideas. Personally, I don't think they did run out of ideas. There are so many YouTube channels who were practically giving out for free ideas on what they could have been doing regarding, new events, new this, new that. Like, Nintendo did that game dirty. But it's just, it was a different time, and it was a beautiful time. I'm setting up the scene that occurs prior to this one, so just letting y'all know what I'm doing. Well, Locke, I'm glad you are nice and prim and prepped. Prim and proper. See, by the way, any gaming streams ever coming back? That is a great question. I had a long debate about it with myself, and one development that and now none of this is any promises, of course, but you know, I definitely feel like there is enjoyment in playing games live on Twitch. I really want to possibly get a Steam Deck in the future, and that could very possibly help with streaming online, but I don't really know, because at this point I only stream once a week, really, and I kind of am using that as a devoted time to drawing. See, last game I saw you play was Yuppie Psycho. I finished the game a long time ago, and I think you'd like it. Someone who uses Steam Deck, I highly recommend it. I'm on it right now. It's my main computer. Nice. And that's the thing, like, listen, I know that there are, you know, there is a big camp around building a computer, building a PC, and I can't see that in my fortune-telling globe. But I learned about I have been influenced recently when it comes down to the Steam Deck, and let me just tell you, yeah, building a PC is expensive. So let me just tell you that I get it. You guys, hey, all of you out there on the internet, look at me. I get it now. I'm sorry, I'm being so hyper. But yeah, like, it really is something that does make a large amount of sense, so yeah, hopefully, I don't know, maybe if I just happen to get money from a tax refund, if that's even a possibility, then maybe that will be a soon purchase. But yes, oh, by the way, in terms of Yuppie Psycho, though, yeah, for sure. I actually recently picked that up. Yeah, I recently dusted off my Switch and started playing that again. So, yeah, it was a wild time, and it was a fun one. No, I haven't finished it. That's why that's why I wanted to pick it back up again, because I was like, I got pretty far now that I think about it, but yeah, I was like, I should actually devote to finishing this. Let's do a little flipperoo. There we go. Because that's the thing that messes me up sometimes. But it's such a good game. There's this secondhand place. Are you planning to make a Steam Deck your PC? More than likely. Cause I know. Okay, Mama. I gotta put you over here. Okay. Okay. Ready? There you go. Why don't you go sit and stare at Mommy? Yeah, no, so like what I probably was thinking about doing, because honestly I don't even plan on, I'm not trying to have a mobile gaming device, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like they made Steam Decks for two purposes, and it just so happens that you can do both of those things. So for me, I probably would keep my Steam Deck docked like 90% of the time. Like, I think only other use case I can think of is probably like a long haul flight. That's really it. Cause I've seen, like I said, when I want something, I hyperfixate so much, I do all of my research so I can justify buying it. So yeah, I pretty much have done a lot of the research. What I was thinking about doing was just buying, since the OLED version came out, I was thinking about buying the standard and then just upgrading its storage. I felt like that might be a better optimal option. Excuse you? Let's see. Yeah, get the mid-level one. Just gonna let you know, my AverMedia capture card doesn't seem to be compatible with my Steam Deck. Like, I tried to capture my Switch into Steam Deck and it doesn't work. I wonder if that's because of the difference in platform. Interesting, yeah. Not sure if it's because of the dock. Oh, true, because the dock you place it into can also impact things. Either way, it's worth noting. Gotcha. Yeah, and my I have a capture card. What model is it? It is a Elgato, I think. I do believe that's the one. And that had worked for my Switch. Granted, I have a Apple MacBook, which is the booted up M2 chip. So I haven't tried it out on that, but I will hope based on the specs that it can be pretty beefy. She's just staring at the wall. I remember buying the Steam Deck at Game Store and clerk said, "Wow, this device looks amazing, but the packaging looks ugly." Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think about the packaging really. Because it's just a box, I don't really care about it. Does its job? Yeah, pretty much. Budget went to the actual device, then the packaging, and I'm all for it, yeah. As long as it's doing its job. expression I'm looking for. Work on her a little bit. I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna play around with some options. Ever thought of linking your Discord to your Twitch so people can see you're streaming? And by that you mean you? Wait, you don't watch things on Twitch? I would. I think I need to spread the word, build, focus on building my, what is it called? Focus on building my, Discord community a little bit more. I do see often when my friends, like, they're streaming their games on Twitch, things like that. Sorry, not Twitch. Discord. Let's see here. I only go on Twitch when I see announcements on Discord or I see the statuses. Oh, okay. Let's go do some vibe music. See here. I didn't know you were streaming. I gotcha. turned to hermit caveman for social media. Yeah, I usually do the rounds. I do Instagram, I do Discord, just do my usual carrier pigeon method of letting people know I'm live. I like her better eyes closed. Friend who's super introverted. Who's your friend? Whoa! Definitely tapped on the wrong thing. Your boy Red. Super chiller is if you actually enter his shell, but on the outside he looks and sounds antisocial. I didn't notice it because I think I can get along with people easily. It's always good to be that kind and open to people, help them open up more. Because sometimes they want to probably talk and be friendly, but they don't know how to start. Personally, I can relate to that. I think that I'm pretty friendly, but at first I'm like super quiet and anxious. One time he had a girlfriend. They were really into each other. This is very, very good at expressing himself, so it can sound like he doesn't care about her, though he really loves her. Like the man doesn't look at his phone. Oh, Uh-oh. You can see where I'm coming from. Yeah. I see what you mean. One time I got sick, so we stayed at home for 2 weeks. Ooh. That is rest and relaxation. His girlfriend was worried about him, so he called his phone. Oh boy, the plot thickens. If you're home, you need to answer your phone. It's like, you don't have any of the noise and craziness of the outside world to be an excuse. No answer for 2 weeks. Then the man got surprised when she came over to his place crying. Oh gosh. This is drama. I thought you were dead. Oh my gosh, yeah. I would too. 2 weeks? That is... That's a big no-no. Moral of the story is, don't be like me. Take your partner. Talk to your partner. Yeah, like, last I remember, communication is like one of the key pillars of a relationship. Dang. I guess my biggest question is if that those two were appearing anymore. Realize that there is a progression that needs to be done with my little mini comic. Wait, what happened? Oh. Oh, oops. Okay, gotta do some rearrangement of my layers. I'm just gonna put this over here because it's gonna be moved around a bit. See, they eventually broke up, not because of the incident, but they kind of grew apart. My boy is single. We're part of the Bachelor's Club. Woo! It's a party. I mean, a party for better or for worse. It's all what you make it. I'm gonna go on a quick break. I'll be right back, everybody. The girlie needed her dinner. Says relationships are nice, but being single and free to do what you want to do is nicer and cheaper. Yeah, that's usually the testament. That's a nice tall tumbler you got there. Thank you. Now, this is not one of the, what is it called? This is not a, Stanley variety. This is a knockoff. What you put in it? Put in that water. This is my water only tumbler because I don't want, like, have to clean it, like, anytime there's something regular in it. One of these a day. Speaking of, make sure everybody's staying hydrated. Hydrate yourself. Oops, wrong thing. Let's see. Yes, that is correct. This is my devoted stream day. Sick, I'll drive by more often. Another interesting question. What are your thoughts on AI and AI art? Ooh, You hit me with the hard-hitting questions. I guess in summary, I kind of mirror like pretty much the same stuff that has already been said. You know, I think that if you are a business and a company that is, you know, has enough money to pay somebody for the opportunity, then you should be doing that, whether it's somebody who is within your agency or outside of your agency, regardless. I don't think that it should ever be used as a method to cut corners, which unfortunately it has. I definitely don't think that it should be used as a replacement for trying to like get an art style of a certain artist. Like, I think that AI, it needs to get to a point where it's back to only being used as a tool, because honestly that's what a lot of software uses it as anyway. Like, you know, it's such a buzzword now that apps and companies that have been using AI for so long are now putting it front and center. Like, they're using those words to describe, oh, we use AI to detect. No, you guys have always been using AI. You guys are just trying to, you know, capitalize off of the popular terminology. But yeah, no, it's really wild. There's been already so many examples. I don't know if you guys heard, and I'm sure you probably have, but Wacom, I want to say it was Wacom, whatever you want to call it. They used, I guess okay, from what I could surmise, they used AI without knowing they used AI. In that they used something that did not detect the artist, quote unquote, or really just the designer, because you're probably a designer at that point. I wouldn't say that you're the artist itself, but it's like, you know, you use this and it slipped through the cracks, and now your company, which is built off of creating tools for artists, is now seen as somebody who's using a medium that is almost about to replace artists. It's just not great. Not a good look. The term AI isn't even accurate. Yeah, exactly. It's just really large databases. True intelligence achieved through artificial means is still in the realms of science fiction. Yeah. It is. It's definitely become a marketing term. I see a lot of like people using AI, or what even we call it, like generative. There it is. That's the term, generative AI. So generative art making, which is basically using a database, like you said, of a bunch of art, and then using that art style to create something that like a computer is just pushing out. That type of stuff is a little Now, have I seen it used in ways that is creative? Yeah, I absolutely have. Should it mimic an art style, like as if an artist actually drew it? No, I think that's when it gets into a little tricky territory. But like, for example, there's this one Instagram I follow who, her entire page, I'm gonna assume it's a her, but a lot of these like really popular books, like, you know, Crescent City, A Court of Thorns and Roses, a lot of these like very popular, like older, like mature adult books, she uses that generative database to like make images of what those characters that are only in word form, but like makes them into like a reality. And none of it's like drawn. Most of it just looks like models. Like, let me pull up an example. And I'm not gonna lie, I I feel like it's a very creative use of generative image making. You know, as long as she's not taking images that already exist out there, then it's probably, some people might still be on the fence, you know? So for example, I don't know if you guys can see this. So like, this is an example. And so this is the main character of a book that I'm reading. Hi, Gothic Lolita. And she used the generative art making, or generative image generator. Image generator. I keep there. Anyway, she uses that to compile and make images of fictional characters. And like, I don't know, I don't think there's anything that wrong with it because she's not claiming to be the person who put those together. And then she touches it up with like some Photoshop to like make it even more. So I don't know, it's interesting, but at the same time, it's like you just want to be smart about it. When it gets into the ethical stuff, it's like, ugh, a little sticky, a little icky. I recommend Ordinary Things video. I think I saw that. I think I watched that. I watch a lot of his videos. It bounced again? Oh. I watch a lot of his videos regarding the internet, because internet media literacy is so lacking. I mean, it's something that if you even show an example of like the 2020 election, or you know, all of Facebook and how everybody believes that these things are real, that's when it gets into a tricky territory. AI itself isn't bad. The problem comes when it comes to the consent of data collection. Exactly. Alright, we're back. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the stream probably won't be on for too much longer, but you know, I just want to keep hanging out for as long as I can. Yeah. It's a privacy problem? Yeah. That is an important point. Probably bounce off in the next couple of minutes. That way I can give I guess my data or my network a break. Jeez. Don't know why it wants to act up. Doing so good. See. Want to show you a character you designed, see your opinion? Sure. Sent on Discord. Let's see here. Do I have my connection up on? Let's see. Oh my gosh, don't act like I don't have Discord on my device. I don't anymore. Ooh! Okay, hold on, because I gotta share this for sure. Hopefully it will let me sign in. Well, first of all, it looks awesome. Like, it looks really cool. I'll show everybody in a second. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's like super cool. I love the jacket. I don't know if it's just me. I've been like really into like kind of the leather color, like that kind of cyberpunk jacket style. I really like your lighting and your like this detail on this side over here with like the jacket shadow. Really cool. Yeah, wow. And then their face, and she's so cute. So cute. Yeah, I like that cyberpunk style jacket and really cool uniform with their what is it, anklet, bracelet, appendages. Yeah, good job. That's awesome. Yeah, I like the and that's such an important like missing detail where like the seam has a shine on it. That's an important part. And like you were able to, I would say, like really effectively capture that, even with like just cell shading, which personally is my favorite. I like cell shading the most. Yay! Just another example of the talent in our community. No, good job. Is that for like an OC character? She's a character for a later arc we want to do. One of the things that did go through our heads is if we're representing people of color visually appropriately. And you know, it's funny you say that because when I saw her, that was like the first thing that I took notice of. I was like, she looks like a character of like, you know, kind of ambiguous, but like a character, person of color, ethnicity. So I think that since that was like the first thing that for me I took notice of, I would say that's probably a good direction that you're going in. Nice, so it passes the shade biometer. Yeah. Glad I can help. stuff on the wrong layer. There we go. Let's see. Get another one real quick. Okay. While you do that, I need to... Trying to figure out how to depict brain freeze in like cartoons, you know? Ooh! Oh my gosh! It's like a cyberpunk boxer. That's pretty cool. I like your hairstyles. You do a really good job like giving and like drawing the very kind of anime inspired hairstyles. I feel like those are very hard for me sometimes. I think that his hair, like, I could see somebody like doing a cosplay wig of that. Are those two characters connected in some way? I almost feel like he's like the brother of the other one. I don't know, that might just be me speculating. But he looks pretty epic. Also, the cell shading, once again, is really on point. Not unrelated. They just both happen to be black. I gotcha. I would say that with him, so this is my only critique, I guess, is that I feel like her skin, especially when it's contrasting against her lighter hair, it definitely makes her look darker. And this could be just he's in like a different lighting. I don't know the full context, but her skin definitely, I think, looks, I mean, it looks close to me. Like, it looks like that kind of sun-kissed tan. And then I think for him, I would say that he has a darker shade, but I think it doesn't have like that richness and color that she has. That would probably be my only thing, but this could be like a different lighting that shows a different scene or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Noted. Gotcha. Glad I could help. Oh, speaking of Switch games, this is definitely a callback from earlier. Another game that I never finished that I was like, I went into this game expecting one thing, and then realizing it was something completely different. At first, it kind of turned me off to the game, but Valhalla, I need to get back into that. That is a game that I keep seeing like fan art, and the fan art, I'm like, I don't know. fan art intrigues me because whenever a movie comes out, I know that that movie was good if I see a lot of fan art of it. Like if fan art is coming across my dashboard? I don't even think it's called that anymore. If a lot of fan art is being seen of that movie, I'm like, But I always see fan art of Valhalla, and I'm always like, this is a really good game. Or a really good game, it seems like it. So I want to give it another chance. See, remember a black friend mentioned a story of them designing a character at some point. He showed me his female character to his friend, wanted some feedback on his design. Let's see. He said her butt isn't bad enough. Oh my gosh. You know, it's just you know, to each their own. They said, listen, you gotta go back to the drawing board. See, and that always stuck with me. Oh, maybe that's the ideal body type. I mean, listen, just know that there are characteristic body types, and you should also know that it can all be whatever character, however you make them look. That's what I'll say about that. Because trust me, I would not say that. I would say all bodies are different. Oh my gosh. You know, I think you found your excuse. He said, hey, give me an excuse. Give me an excuse to do it. Let's see. Hey Lark, why do you draw big butts? I don't want to get scolded. He's like, no. You see, I was told to do this. Someone told me I was supposed to do this. Like you said, perfect excuse. Alright. So, I have here some in-progress work. I'm trying to think. I have another idea for something I want to draw. I can't make any promises saying that I'm going to... Okay, what am I saying? What I'm trying to say is I might keep working on this, like off stream. I do, however, like I said, have other ideas on things that I want to draw involving my characters, so I may also give that a shot on next Friday's stream. And then, of course, I will be posting this piece, if it is completed, on social media, Discord, etc. Let's see. Blaze, thank you! Appreciate it. Appreciate the shout out. Let's see. I agree, different body types all deserve some lovin'. It's just super interesting hearing that side of things. Yeah, that's interesting, their perspective. And I think whoever you talk to would have either a similar or different perspective too. Let's see here. Okay, alright. So upon suggestion of Lark, we are going to raid a channel. This is Cody Yuki, and they're drawing what looks like to be a thumbnail. Oh no, an emote. Looks like they're drawing an emote. So yes, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all, and you're awesome. Bye.